Hey, what's going on? It's L203 Ghetto Reactions, and I'm back with another reaction video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me on the Instagram at L203 Ghetto Reactions. The rest is in the description. Okay, we're going to jump right into this video with Charleston Wright talking about Whack 100, King Von, OC Perry, and Kanye, and Marvin Former. So, we're going to jump right into the video. I didn't watch this video, so let's hear what my boy Charleston got to say. This Terrence Gangster Williams, aka. And shout out to Gangster Williams on his podcast. Y'all go look at his go to his page, like and comment on his show and subscribe onto his page. KOG Giggity. Y'all, this is what y'all been asking for. I got the living legend, Mr. Charleston White. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah. Say, which one of these cameras? You got two. Which one is yours right here? That mine right there. I bet. Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. All right, let's get right into this thing. Hold on, let me take this off mute. You people who want to do this too, man. Man, I'm thinking it's some of your party right there, man. Wow. Okay, have there ever been a time when you went off on somebody and you was like, man, I shouldn't have did that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, a whole bunch of times. I cussed at this woman, and I thought she was another woman. And our whole family wanted to kick my. She had a big old family. Oh, and they talking about coming down to the class and lady and kicking my. Oh, but I was in Las Vegas. But they had a family member that wanted to sit down with me and clarify. Because they had been watching my video, and they were saying, "No, Mama, he had to been mistaking you as the wrong person." And shout out to Miss Lisa McDaniel. She was a very prominent woman in the black community. She run Little Angels daycare, and I had cussed out, man, thinking that she was this other lady. And she got brothers and sons and some fools on the side of the family. But she also got some family members with some good sense. So the ones with the good sense just knew. They know my character and reputation. They know I just think I ain't gonna just be cussing out this one for anybody. And so they reached out to me, and we got everything cleared up, and I was able to apologize. When I went off on Kevin Gates, I was just with him. But even in the process of me with him, it was something inside of me saying, "Man, you know you're wrong for doing that." You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that element, or if you don't have that a part of you, homie, then you're a person. If you can't tell yourself you're wrong, and it bothers you. See, this is Charleston. This is Charleston White. This is not his character. I cussed that Mama Duck. That didn't feel good either. But I was responding out of my own hurt and feeling betrayed. That didn't feel good. There was another instance, which I ain't gonna say it, but it was another instance, man, that we was able to get past it. So yeah. Okay, here's a big one here. How do you feel about Wack 100 say you were gonna make it to see Christmas? Now Christmas gone and New Year's gone. I'm glad he said it, and this is what I want people to know. None of us know when we go die. So for to sit up and boldly say this ain't gonna make this.
For one, I don't fear death. I don't think death is a bad thing. So yeah, kill me. I don't know. yeah. No. So I couldn't wait for Christmas to come so I can look these cameras in the face and say, yeah, I beat the streets. Cause Wack 100 said if that could make it past Christmas, then the streets is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Wack, the streets been dead. Yeah, now they letting you make it. Yeah. They letting it, who sit up and run his mouth, man. The streets died when all the street guys came to the internet. That's when the streets died. The streets didn't die by letting me live.
Yeah, I agree with that.
To nobody in the streets. I swear to God, I've never disrespected a real on the internet. I've never disrespected a real street on the internet. all the kids y'all see me getting into it with and disrespecting, these ain't real street because real street are not on the internet. Real street don't know how to engage the internet.
Right.
Now these wannabe street talking gangster on the internet. But now, man, the streets been dead. Yeah, the streets been dead when when they started letting kids play in the street.
Okay. Do you have any regrets?
None.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have no regrets.
Okay, here go one with everybody want to know this one. Do you think at some point in time that you will be able to sit at a table like you and I doing now with OG Percy?
No. Man, everybody know that around it. Damn, man, I already tried to do that. Man, this what everybody know in this town. I reached out to OG Percy, homie, on 2 separate occasions. I was implementing a new gang intervention program. And one of the school resource officers that was part of the gang unit that was heavily involved in leading the gang intervention, gang prevention programs in the Fort Worth Independent School District. Officer Charles Rogers. Officer Charles Rogers, Sergeant of the gang unit, reached out to me. They wanted to do a new innovative program. We got with rest in peace, Mr. Parks, Mr. Preston Parks. So we got with Preston Parks. We reached out to OG Percy. OG Percy bought Diamond Stone TV along with OG Percy had a girlfriend at this time. We met at Dixie House Cafe. We sat down. I brought OG Percy into this because I thought he would be good man working with the kids in gang intervention and prevention. As time goes on, as we're developing the program and putting the program together, to us, it seems that Percy is more or less glorifying prison. He's glorifying prison with these prison stories. He's not using this to derail or
right. Cause
he's glorifying the lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't watch him.
So so even the school official was like, nah, that wouldn't be a good look with Percy and the kids. So that's the first time. The second time is when I got selected to host the Gangster Chronicle South podcast. Up on the Gangster Chronicles with Mob James, MC8, and Steel. And that was on Digital Soapbox Media. So I went and got Dewberry. So this is my first big break. Man. I'm finally got my podcast. We streaming on Spotify, iHeart, everywhere. So I don't want to talk gangster talk. I don't want to be a part of Gangster Chronicles. So I went and got Anthony Dewberry from Dallas, West Dallas, legendary street guy, ex-Crip, known prison guy. So he's from Dallas. I go get OG Percy, put Dallas, Fort Worth together because I think, man, this would be a great bridge to the gap. We had an audition and interview. We drove probably an hour and a half out there, man, in that Plano Legacy area. They had cameras set up like this. Man, OG Percy came out there with that man. He had his phone set right here up. Hey, what's up, cuz? Talking to Facebook, but here go the audience out here under these cameras. So, man, everybody just looking at this here like, nah, man, Percy, nah, man, he can't podcast. So, nah, man, me and Percy live in the same city. My mama stay up the street from his mama. We're in the same neighborhood every day. Me and Percy gonna never do a damn thing with each other. He ain't on my level, homie. I can talk past prison. I got youth engagement program, youth development program, and I do trainings for the United States Department of Homeland Security. I train the state's juvenile correctional officer. I train probation and parole. I teach at the adult parole classes, man, on the main parole office on my cart. So I just get online. But when these cameras come off, homie, I really swear in as a criminal defense mitigation specialist working on capital murder and death penalty case. I just come online. I ain't got time to sit down with Percy. Homie, Percy, the game I done gave Percy is Diamond Stone, all these other platforms. Monetize yours, man. I didn't give you the game. Even though I'm giving you the game, you monetize you. You can get out wearing everybody else's clothes. Make them pay you. So, nah, homie, ain't nowhere in the world that ain't supposed to be eating how I'm eating, homie. And I'm getting booked for $10,000 shows, homie, just to go talk about me saying George Floyd. I just got big from a $10,000 booking, homie, to go address the people where George Floyd was from. Because them people thought, well, man, he done said George Floyd, well, let's ask him some questions. So they set up a whole forum. Homie, Percy's supposed to be capitalizing as long as he's been doing it. So no, I can't. When you get a car, we might ride by each other and all get.
You curious to see how I got paid $2,317.16 this month without lifting a finger? I literally did not spend.
Get the light, but we ain't sitting down. No. What?
All right. This one I want to know this one personally. How would you feel, or what would be your reaction if your child was at Walmart minding his business and someone come up and start disrespecting him, hooping and hollering, cussing him out?
I just bought him an AR-15. Years old, I bought him an AR-15. My son then already stabbed a grown man and got off with self-defense. So the boy already know how to respond. Yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to do it to see what he gonna do. Yeah. Now for real, my son already stabbed a grown man 3 times, got the stuff off of him. I just bought him a bad AR-15. He can legally carry it with that grip on it. He shoot. I done had him in boxing, UFC. I want to see what he gonna do if he could do it. And I show people what he look like too.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on Boosie not speaking on T.I.'s situation?
Man, everybody know Boosie is a mark. Man, we grew up believing Boosie back. Man, Boosie say, man, y'all shook him. He was shook up in Angola. He was shook up in Angola, and everybody know, homie, the streets pick and choose who go be a snitch depending on who they like. They can always find a justification on why this ain't this ain't that, based on if we like it. And so Boosie and T.I. got a close relationship. Boosie tried to bash you like a for telling on the dead. And then T.I. come out and said, yeah, I told on my dead cousin. Boosie ain't said one thing.
All right. If you believe the mark of the beast is the internet, then why are you constantly on the internet?
Because I like the devil too. I don't want God 7 days a week. Yeah, I don't want God when I'm in trouble. Shit, I like the devil. I like dancing with the devil. I ain't finna sit them back like I don't like. I like dancing with the devil.
Charleston crazy.
God on Sunday, just like everybody else.
Okay. All right. How do you feel about Chris Sean and Blueface having a baby together?
Yeah, that ain't that boy, baby. I'm with that boy. That ain't that boy, baby. He said she done been with 10 dudes. That probably one of them bull dyker babies. Yeah, that ain't that man. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that one of them bull. That one of them lesbian babies. They done some freaky and got pregnant 2 hoes. Yeah, I'm with Chris. I'm with that boy Blueface. That ain't his baby.
What did you think about what is his name?
Tashaki
6ix9ine showing $1 million and dropping his location. What do you have? What message you have for him?
Boy, he make me proud. He convinced me that the streets wasn't gangster. That's who I look up to, just to be honest. He proved to me that ain't as bad as they say it is, that the streets ain't as tough as they used to be, that gangsters ain't gangsters no more, and that street rules don't mean anything anymore. And I always want to remind people, when did black gangs expect white boys and Mexicans to be loyal to this?
That's true.
Now, here's an interesting one.
But it was just a bag for him.
If you invited to the VIP section with Gunna to have drinks, would you go?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be with Gunna. Yeah, me and Gunna. Gunna. He gonna tell, I'm gonna tell. He might or he might not, but he's gonna have to testify because he's already agreed to it.
Yep. Trial already started too.
That boy just come on. If he sit down with me, he ain't got to worry about it. Me and that boy get some money.
So what are your thoughts on Young Thug and his situation?
I hope he go to jail. I hope he sitting away for at least 8 years. And I hope the feds come in. Since they got enough people who have agreed to a conspiracy charge.
Yeah, the feds can pick that shit right up.
I want to see if the boy really gay. Yeah. One thing we know about prison, them in prison got a way to identify that girl and them boys and know how to bring it out of them. So I want to see if the boy really paint his fingernails and if he really like to wear dresses. And the only way we can tell that if we send him to prison.
Okay.
And shout out to Fannie Willis. Y'all doing a great job in Atlanta.
Testing.
So keep it up. We're proud of you.
Testing.
Now, I want to just why do you like this in King Von?
Because I think he was a serial killer. I took a.
I love music, man. Nigga was an end. The nigga was a beast, though.
I'm walking through Joe Blow House. I see a documentary on a kid called Tuka. As I'm watching this documentary don't say Tuka is a killer. It don't say Tuka is a gangbanger. It says he was a 15, 16-year-old kid that got killed at a bus stop with two girls. He had just joined the wrestling team, won his wrestling match. His mother just moved into this new neighborhood. He was a kid that was charisma. He was charming with the ladies, and he could fight. Mostly ran by himself. Befriended some of these kids in the neighborhood after having to fight them. All of a sudden, he come up dead. So now you got these kids on this side saying smoking took her. Now they babies. But they serial killers. They done killed 2, 3, 4 people as children. So then one day I see a King Von story. King Von story is he was in jail on multiple murders. Black people. Only reason he got out of jail is because all the witnesses come up dead. So I get out, he's saying the day Tucker died, Smoke Tucker. So now I'm saying, man, what's up with this Tucker? And this drill, well, that's the drill music. So I'm starting to find out about Dirk, King Von. So I'm saying, man, these some horrible look. King Von is a horrible. So then I see a documentary where he's being interviewed by a white man from NBC about a murder. And he laughing about it and he playing about it. Come to find out, he killed the girl. And he was sick. I'm saying, man, this little was sick. So when our children uplift this demon, and idolize, our kids is idolizing a demon. And then I heard this nigga say he is a demon. This kid say he a demon. At this point, man, that boy, we got to kill the image of this. All our kids gonna be demons. Man, so I've been on a warpath to destroy that demonic force. Okay. So, man, I was so happy when that boy got killed. And the way he got killed, man, I celebrate, man.
That shit hurt me. I didn't feel that. I'm telling you, I don't.
Never seen nobody die, get shot.
I don't want nobody to die.
That turned into a pillar of salt, like Lot's wife. That turned into stone before the world, homie. He hardened up. That nigga went into rigor mortis instantly. Homie, that ain't never been seen. So now I'm on the right side. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Murder is wrong. Self-defense is right. Killing is wrong. Self-defense is right. Nah, homie, it ain't no more God in these little. So man, King Von and any like him, pray.
Okay.
Like his music.
You said having a son gave you an identity.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a pimp before then. I wanted to be a gangster. I wanted to be a killer. I wanted to be a Mac. I wanted to be a real. But fatherhood is where my identity came, because fatherhood gave me the strength to say, "Nah, I don't want to do that, homie. Nah, I ain't going to do that. Nah. Oh man, fatherhood gave me the crutch to say, okay, I'll be. But I'm going home to my son. Fatherhood gave me a way out. The way out was I'm a daddy now, homie. I ain't with that gang. I ain't with that homie. I'm a father now. So that's where my identity arrived from. Before then, I ain't know what I was. I didn't know who I was, homie. Sometimes I was pimping.
I changed in different positions like that because I have back problems. My back it kills me sometimes.
That kid showed me what I
So why you think some people don't embrace the same identity, but and they still want to be in the streets?
It's hard to be. It's hard to let them call you, and you got to go and tuck your tail and be so you can go home. It's hard to be a snitch. It's hard to say I'm gonna stand up and man, I tell on you to get out of trouble to go home. Yeah, it's hard, homie. It's hard to go against the crowd. It's hard to abandon.
Yeah.
All this you done kill for, rob for, shot it out for, hurt your mama behind, abandon your kids for, and then look at this and say, this was what we were doing. And then to say, I'm done with it and walk away, and everybody you love over there, everybody you still with this. Homie, that's hard to do. And still stand up and feel good about it. So I understand why most men don't shed the street identity, don't cleanse themselves of the street residue so they can be wholesome fathers and wholesome men to their families.
Yes, sir.
I get it, homie.
Yes, sir.
Straddle the fence for a long
Now,
time.
y'all mean to tell me that don't make sense what he's saying?
Still straddling the fence. We're still going back and forward. But when I had my daughter, so my son was 5 years old when I had my daughter. When I had my daughter, she came and removed the residue because I don't want my daughter exposed to none of it. I'm kind of okay with my son, maybe picking up on the pimping. They're kind of okay with that, you know. You don't want your daughter picking up on nothing. So, when the daughter came, homie, she came as the cleansing method, homie, to get rid of the residue. And this one just looked in the mirror and said, man, I don't want to do wrong to nobody. I know I'm going to do wrong in life, but I don't want to wake up in life and throughout the day, homie, I have an intent nor a desire to want to hurt and do wrong to people. I'm going to do wrong, but I don't want to do wrong to you. I don't want to do wrong to nobody, homie. So if I find myself and I believe I've done wrong, then I try to make that wrong right, especially if it's done towards somebody, because I know that's the fastest way to block your blessing on doing wrong to people. Stealing out of store with a company, I don't think God give a like that. But yeah, doing wrong to people, I don't think God like that. So yeah, that'd be my whole concept.
Okay, because see, my next question was, if you could slap someone, anybody in the world, who would it be and why?
Wack 100.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Yeah. Cause I think he's the biggest sucker in the industry. It'd be Wack 100. I slapped.
Okay. Now, some rappers, as well as people on Twitter, have called you Uncle Tom and have compared you to
Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus.
I wish I could be Uncle Tom. I actually have a management company. It's called Uncle Tom Management. People get Uncle Tom confused with Sambo. Uncle Tom, unbeknownst to most black people, Uncle Tom was the first black hero known to black people in America. Uncle Tom wasn't no sellout. Uncle Tom was the one that taught the slaves how to put the dirt and some of the gravel, the little rocks, when you pick the cotton, how to put that in the bag so it can make weight so you don't get your back beat. Uncle Tom also went and told the white boy some small lies with a little bit of truth to confuse him about what this was doing so he can keep coming inside the house. Uncle Tom was the first spook who got to sit by the door and come back and tell us what was going on. So I would gladly take the title of Uncle Tom, man, but they trying to put it on me wrong. I'm more of what they consider and what they have a more understanding of, which is Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus would be Sambo, not an Uncle Tom. Sambo was the who got Uncle Tom killed. No. So they need to understand the history, homie, and learn terms better.
They speaking out of ignorance.
Yeah, they're speaking out of English. But I am Uncle Ruckus. I don't like. I barely like their kids. I don't want to live nowhere where a bunch of black people is. I don't want to do nothing with all black people. But party.
Okay.
Yeah, then I want to leave early. I don't want to. I don't want to end the party and all black people in it because somebody go die.
Now, how do you feel about rap music being part of the reason our children are doing drugs?
That's part of the reason. I never knew nothing about a Molly or a Percocet until Future started talking about it, and I was a grown. Uh, I tried a Molly one time, thinking I was gonna do some, and yeah, it was too. I was too high, and I was wondering why they was talking about going to Pluto. Yeah, they were talking about Pluto, going to Pluto. This was the time the Molly was coming out. Uh, yeah, man. I went to the hospital scared. It wouldn't work for nothing. Man, who can this high? And what I was telling my man, who can this high? Man, who wanna be this high? But I was encouraged by the lyrics as well. I remember when Xanax came. Xanax. Uh, they was compared to Serve, and I remember with this little girl named Contessa, and she said, they got these Serve pills. I said, well, let me see how I do you. About 45 minutes into the movie, she was knocked out. And I did it like the wrestler. Referees do the wrestler when they put them in a chokehold. They raise that arm up. 1. Arm flop. 2. That arm flop 3 times. I pushed out of her. Yeah, we both of yeah, but this time she was out of there. Out of. Woke up the next morning. She said, "Did we have sex?" You know, goddamn well we did. Yeah, you see them panties laying on side your head, and we in every hole too. Yeah, you talking about it. Didn't have no problem. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Did you? She said, "No, I don't remember nothing." I knew not to fuck with Xanax. Yeah, getting all your holes and you don't budge, bounce, jump up or nothing. I don't want nothing that'll lay you down like that. So I said, man, this generation here is in trouble. Yeah, there's some partners doing each other like that, putting these drugs on each other, then sneaking their drawers off these boys. It's all type of shit going on with these niggas get high with each other. Cause I all love being in the car together going to the club. I know with the kind of drugs that make you car for 2 days with guns in their pocket. And then when you see them leave the club, it don't be no woman walking to the car with them. It don't be no parking lot pimping, nothing. It be the women, group of women going that way, boys going that way, and I be saying, well, where the couples at? So now, man, on top of the rap music, we can't forget, homie, we got the crack babies. Everybody done forgot about the crack babies. The crack babies done grew up. So the crack babies done grew up, they the pill popping people. Because most of them are battling with substance abuse problems on top of mental health problems. So we got at least 10 to 15 to 20 years, a little young who was on the little psych med. They mamas was in the projects, and them teachers told them, listen, you know this boy can barely read. You get him some medication, they gonna give him a check. So there's a whole lot of these little people getting benefits to take this medicine. So when they get 12, 13, the medicine have made them bigger. They stop taking the medicine, so their attitudes is different. They start self-medicating. He ain't pop pill. This is a pill popping generation, homie. So then you got the little monster looking little Kodak Black saying, I knew the perk was fake, but I still took it. What? So that increases the fentanyl overdoses. God, I'm a gremlin. Yeah, man. So yeah, we just gotta let them die and just have insurance on these.
All right. I'm gonna have to make this a part 2. All right, I'm gonna make this a part 2. Y'all hold on, wait for that one. L203, get a reaction, like, comment, subscribe. 1, I'm out.